So there's people here who love spiritual activities associated with yoga, spiritual events from, you call it kirtan, music. There's a huge dance community here. There's a huge party community here, festival community. But then there's also just beautiful nature, beautiful oceans, places to swim, places to hike to, waterfalls. It's an island of plenty.
So this vlog right now that we're doing is about Fitness Island and guys over 50 who choose fitness. Do you feel healthy here?
Yeah, so one thing I wanted to tell you too is, so you might say, okay, I don't look like someone who's a manager for NASA, but you have to like picture me with short hair and clean cut, picture from 8 years ago when I won a prestigious NASA award. And it's funny, I show people that picture now, and that picture was from 8 years ago, and people say I look younger now than I look in that picture.
Welcome to Fitness Island, Koh Phangan. We're at the gym. Chuck, thanks for the tour of your gym. Hello, Sawadee Krap.
Sawadee Krap.
So this is where Chuck comes to the gym. What do you love about Koh Phangan that you can't get back home?
What I love about Koh Phangan I can't get back home? Really, it's people, man. It's the Thai lifestyle. People are friendly and good friends, for sure.
I know it sounds a bit wishy-washy, but when you get older, you come to realize, you look back in life, there is things along the way that kind of give you a bit of tap, a bit of nudge to wake up, and you don't realize it. And I was doing my workout, filming that, and I just want to come over to say to Philip, thanks for coming in. I don't know why, out of nowhere you just come along. I felt like I just want to thank you for that.
Oh man,
that's all.
You bet. Well, thank you too. Here's a saying. It says, we give our health to make money the years, whatever, 25 to 50. They say after 50, we spend our money to try to get our health back. And this is the chapter that we're talking about in this vlog. Guys over 50 who are moving to Koh Phangan to really live the health and fitness lifestyle. Chuck's a great example of it. Gonna have a longer interview with Chuck over at his home, talk about how he bought his home here in Thailand. We're also he's gonna take me around a little bit to his daily routine. We're gonna go to the gym, but for now, we're diving into Koh Phangan. So I'm going through Chuck's routine today. We're gonna start out with some leg press. Chuck, good.
Yeah.
Man, you do legs often?
I do about twice a week.
Twice a week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Space it out every 5 days, because I'm here every day.
A lot of guys don't do legs, especially our age.
Yeah.
You know, they stop doing them. Or a lot of guys, if they are our age working out, they'll just do like upper body.
Yeah.
So now we're doing squats, squat rack. For me, believe it or not, my physical therapist recommended squats for me.
Okay.
Because I had the worst knee pain, right? I got an MRI. I thought I was gonna have to do surgery. And of course the MRI showed that there's some degeneration, but every guy over 50 has that. And my physical therapist said, no, don't do surgery. He goes, dude, get in the gym, you gotta work your ass. He goes, your glutes are so weak, you know? Because I was sitting working all the time.
Yeah.
It was making my calf overwork, causing the pain in my knee.
Okay.
So guess what? I started doing squats and my knee feels 100%. I feel great, no pain at all whatsoever.
That's good.
Yeah, man, so we're gonna hit finish off our legs with squats and a couple of other movements. How are you? Sawadee Krap. Where are you? Where are you from? Myanmar. How old are you?
I am 12 years old.
12 years old. So check this out, guys. 12 years old. She's from Myanmar. Your family moved here because of the war, right? So there's a conflict in Myanmar right now.
Yeah.
And a lot of people from Myanmar come to Thailand to work. Well, listen, you're so mature. You're here working every day?
Yeah.
Yeah? What is your name?
My name is Jim.
Jim. Jim.
Yeah.
Same as Jim. That's perfect. Her name is Jim. How long have you been in Thailand?
4 years.
4 years, and she has great English. You speak Thai.
Yeah.
Well, listen, you're going to be doing great. You keep doing what you're doing. Work hard, study.
So I think Myanmar, these are Myanmar rocks.
No way.
That's their flag.
Oh, why did you pick to do a Myanmar flag?
Because they're such nice people. I like to give gifts to people.
Amazing, Chuck.
We are work out there.
So you did.
Good for you. That's your flag, Myanmar. That's yours. Yeah. Take both.
Oh, so sweet. are you, man? Where are you from? You're from Thailand?
Your channel all the time.
Really?
Really?
Where are you from?
I'm from Australia, Melbourne. I finally meet one of YouTubers.
Nice to meet you. You're staying in good shape.
That's why I'm in the gym like you.
How old are you?
Can't say, but over 50.
50 what?
Mid 50.
50, I'm 58. Chuck's 54.
Oh,
Yeah.
hi, Chuck.
I saw him on YouTube years ago.
Yeah,
And you? Are you 56?
younger.
Okay, 55.
Yeah.
So look at this. So this vlog right now
Yep.
that we're doing is about Fitness Island
Yep.
and guys over 50 who choose fitness.
Yeah, because it's so vital. I mean, our body is our vessel and our mind is our way of life. So I think it comes together. That's why I'm working on it.
Man, you live on Koh Phangan.
Starting this year, but I will move around.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to be a YouTuber.
Okay.
I just
Awesome.
want to,
Do you have a channel set up yet?
Travel here, as a matter of fact. I'm specialized in fitness and fixing. That's
Fitness
what I
and
do.
fixing.
Yep.
55 years old. Listen, be proud of that number. Why? Because when you say 55 and you're this fit,
Yep.
be proud of that age.
Thank you.
You know? Don't hide it. You have
Yep.
nothing to be ashamed of,
Yep.
right?
And that's what I'm doing now today. I'm making some YouTube videos to spread my healing as well.
Awesome, man.
So I'm on my
What's your
journey.
channel name?
Travel Healer.
Travel
Travel Healer on YouTube.
Travel
Yeah.
Healer on YouTube. We'll put a
One
link.
word. One word.
We'll put a link to your channel.
So my post-workout meal is a little protein ball that I hand make. Some oatmeal, protein powder, a bunch of nuts, seeds.
Man.
So I like to carry these with me in every athletic thing I'm doing.
And what's the ingredients exactly?
Oatmeal, peanut butter, protein powder, chia seeds, raisins, a little bit of honey for sweetness.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, they're really good. Really, I make about 20 of them in a batch.
Yeah.
Carry them with me.
So check this out. We're at the food court Koh Phangan style.
Yeah,
You know, man, when you look around here, it's like all these healthy options. You have just a lot of like healthy food, vegan food, Mexican food, Thai food. And now we're having this delicious like assortment. It was only $5 for all this food. So you think of a place called like Kava back in the US, right? It's that kind of bowl,
Yeah,
but it's bigger and a lot more affordable, about $5.
yeah. So this will
And
be
Chuck, you have your food. What were you gonna
I
say?
get it to go, so I get good 2 meals out of this after the gym.
Yep.
And it's fresh vegetables, my chicken, my protein.
Man, awesome. Hey Chuck, I'm gonna ask you,
Okay.
since we're sitting here about ready to refuel,
Yeah,
you know, we're at the gym, you're looking good, looking strong,
yeah,
taking any extra supplement?
yeah.
Oh, you are? What do you got here?
Oh, I usually get some testosterone. Cypionate is the one I use. 1,400 baht.
So $30, $40,
Yeah.
$40.
Yep, not a bad price.
And what else do you have here?
Install, Dianabol.
How does it affect your life?
It's just more energy, more. It's just so much vitality you feel. Strength at the gym. You know, we're not looking to be bodybuilders here. We're just looking for fitness.
And, you know, we have to get used to it because in Thailand, you just walk into the pharmacy, you get whatever you need. And then, like Chuck said, you go down to the lab and get your blood work. And you just tell them the blood work you need. You can almost monitor and do everything with even GPT.
Yeah.
I think you could, without the need for going to an expensive clinic.
Yeah.
Chuck, man, he's taking me through his routine. How often you come out here? How often?
About twice a week.
Twice a week?
Regular guys.
And we got Kyle from the US, Ohio, Celine, Chuck's wife, from Rio. Okay. Okay. Man, a lot of fun. I love it. First time, I love it.
Yeah, you played great.
I want to come out here all the time.
We had a lot of fun, right?
Oh man, good sport, right?
You got addicted.
How often you guys come out here?
Our first time.
Me too.
Yeah.
Awesome. Celine, what do you like better, Koh Phangan or Rio?
Oh man, that's such a hard question.
What do you think?
I love both.
What do you like better, Miami or Koh Phangan?
Koh Phangan for sure.
Yeah. And Chuck's peeled his shirt. Look at this guy.
Oh, man.
He's looking fit and tan. You can tell who's not on the island. Look at that white skin.
Oh, man.
Now then we got Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle left Ohio to come start a life with his wife on Koh Phangan. You have a business here?
Yeah, we got a resort.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you miss about Ohio?
Nothing.
Yeah.
My family.
What do you love about Koh Phangan?
Everything. The weather, people, friends.
Are you in
Best.
better shape here?
For sure. More physically active,
People,
better
friends.
mood.
I agree with you. It's a nice community you guys have here.
Yeah.
I hope I can come out and play with you guys again.
For
It's
sure.
fun
Come
stuff.
Come back.
Oh, what's your business?
Cyana Resort.
Give you guys an idea just what's going on in Koh Phangan, all this fitness. We got Yaron here from Israel. He's opening this climbing gym, brand new, right?
Yeah,
How new?
Last week it
Last week?
opened. After 2 years of hard work, finally opened.
That's no easy feat in Thailand trying to open a business. The fact that you did it, you should feel good about that. So you got the climbing. All kinds of options in Koh Phangan, you know, for fitness. Yanor, awesome. We'll come back. It's Yanor, right?
Yaron.
What's the name of the business?
Upside.
If you like to climb on the wall,
Upside Bouldering.
come to Upside Bouldering Gym. This is Scott, and what's your partner's name? Laura?
Yep.
You guys look great.
Thank
So
you.
check this out. Scott is an American. He relocated Koh Phangan from,
Los Angeles.
he got laid off. He was working for NASA of all places. Where are you from?
I'm from Austria.
Austria. And now Scott, you're living your best life.
Yep.
You are preserving youthfulness.
Oh yes, I feel.
60 years old.
Yep. Age is just a number.
Watching you move, you look like you're 35. Hey, what's the secret? What do you think for guys? You know, it's easy to retire or stop working and get kind of trapped in inactivity
Yeah.
or not having something to engage in.
Yeah.
What do you tell those guys?
Well, finding something that brings you joy, something that creates a spark that comes from your heart. For this partner acrobatics was easy for me. And it's something that sparks joy. It's something that is easy to meet people, to make friends. It's this wonderful community here. It's actually a community around the world. You
Do you
go
miss
to-
California?
Yeah, I do miss aspects of
What do
California.
you miss about California?
There's places I love, like going to Big Sur and going up into the mountains in California. And those are just places.
There's always trade-offs, right?
Yeah.
Like I miss a lot of things about home.
Yep.
But there's certain things that I really find valuable in a life in Thailand,
Yep.
like safety, peacefulness, value. You really get a lot for your dollar.
Oh my God, yes.
And politeness and kindness.
Oh my God, yeah.
And health and fitness.
It is definitely the land of smiles, and you find that it's so easy with the people here who are Thai that you just smile at them, they smile back at you, and it feels like you're seeing a friend, really. The people here are so friendly that way. And to me too, it's like in some ways I've been here since April, but I still just landed here. Sure. And like the things I miss in California, I'm sure that I'm going to find amazing things here in Thailand that I haven't experienced yet. I've just been here mostly on the island. I've been a little bit in Chiang Mai. I want to explore the other islands. I want to explore so many beautiful things that Thailand has to offer. And that's going to be the next things.
So listen, if you are thinking about Koh Phangan and you want to come out here and do this acro yoga, which you see here, Scott's out here probably every evening.
Yep.
You're going to find him here. You're going to look forward to circling back around with you. I'm going to come back in a few months.
Excellent.
And taking another dive, another look at Koh Phangan.
Yeah, you can try some acro yoga.
You retired as a firefighter?
I retired at 51 years old.
51.
Yeah.
And when did you move to Thailand?
When I was 50, just right after that. When I retired, a couple months later, I had already come on a trip before that.
One time?
One time, and stayed here 3 weeks. And I had known about it through friends. Friends had told me, this is the island, this is the place to go. So I knew about this place. And
what would they tell you about Koh Phangan?
Well, they knew I was a kiteboarder, and they just knew I wanted a certain healthy, active lifestyle. So they just keyed in on this as being, it was a yoga island, it was famous for yoga. which I don't do a lot of yoga, but
And was Celine along with the decision-making process this whole time?
yeah, because we were in Miami, and we were just kind of tired of the inflation. We were tired of crime. We were tired of America at that point. We just wanted a fun, new lifestyle change.
Can you explain a little bit how you decided on Koh Phangan? Because it wasn't like 100% I'm going to go there.
No,
you
it's-
actually researched.
Yeah. So, you're on Google Maps, you're on YouTube, and you're on some forums talking to other travelers, and everybody's researching the world. Just put, okay, I checked out this spot, I checked this out. Other forums, you're communicating, what's good, what's bad. So, and I kind of already knew this was the spot, but I wanted to check the other ones off.
Did you have a short list?
Yeah, it was kind of easy.
You said check those off. Which ones did you check off?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's South America, that was easy to check off the
Why?
entire. Because I didn't want the Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. I was worried about a little the crime.
Sure.
And the culture was just not what I was looking for being retired.
And you know enough of that by being in Florida.
Yeah.
You knew enough about Latin America.
Yeah.
That you knew enough not that you didn't want to retire there.
Didn't want to be there.
Got it.
So I wanted something in Asia, and so it really kind of was a short list whether you're coming here, and it was just better picking where in Thailand. You had to figure out which island or which area is the right one.
So the list in Thailand, what did it include?
Well, no, everybody told me to come here, but I didn't know anything about Phuket or the other Koh Samui until I actually got here and had to check out Koh Samui or the other.
When we go back to the stereotypes of
Yeah.
Koh Phangan, and people do have stereotypes.
Yeah.
And if you go all the way back, of course, it was the hippie island.
Yeah.
Full moon party, backpacker.
Yeah.
Come here and party and rave. You can be real cheap.
Yeah.
But now, no. As a matter of fact, for the people that were wanting really affordable,
Yeah.
they can't come here anymore. It's
No.
getting too expensive.
Yeah.
It's kind of now you have the hippie crowd, but they might have a little retirement fund
Yeah.
set up. Meaning it might be the guy who was a corporate guy
Yeah.
back home, sold everything. He came here to be a hippie at 55, but with money in his pocket.
Yeah, you probably do, because the rents are higher. You need some real income
Right?
to live here.
And feel free.
Yeah.
Free as in free spirit.
Uh-huh.
Okay, other little stigmas about Koh Phangan. Some people
Okay.
say, now I go all over Thailand.
Uh-huh.
They say, and not making any
Okay.
judgment here, but
Yeah.
people will say, it's full of Jews.
Yeah.
It's owned by Israel.
Yeah.
And then they always play that one video of that girl
Yeah.
saying, I paid for your island.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
What's your take on that?
I think everybody's wrong with their stereotypes because, it lost its magic or it's this. I go, it is what it wants you to be. Full moon was just 2 nights ago. I can go join the full moon one night. There is an Israeli section. They kind of live in maybe their area. You can go join that area if you want, or there's other areas where, they're not, So I think you can pick and choose what you want it to be.
And then
Your
there's
community.
Yeah, it's funny you say that.
So-
I 100%, even when I
Yeah.
arrive here every time,
Yeah.
that's the first thing I feel is,
Yeah.
man, you can truly, and you see people walking in, right? To
Yeah.
if you're having coffee.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, you can make this island whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
And you see people expressing themselves in different ways, right? But going back to the stigma of Koh Phangan,
Okay.
some that don't even really know the island or have never
Yeah.
even been here,
Yeah.
oh, that's a party island,
Yeah, I think they're judging it incorrectly.
right?
I
They have no
think,
idea what it
It's
has to
health.
offer.
There's hiking groups, there's fitness groups, there's tons of soccer fields and things happening
Soccer
here.
fields. I noticed this compared to a year ago. I saw 3 new ones
Oh, yeah.
coming in, just going down the main road.
Okay.
Chuck, okay, before we wrap things up, what are the trends going on in Koh Phangan right now? I know there's like a promenade going in.
Okay, yeah, there's, where the boats come in, there's a big Navy ship and they're building a whole promenade. They're building some boat docks, which is connected to downtown, new sidewalks. I think they're trying to make a true downtown because it was kind of old before. I see.
Sidewalks would be nice.
Yeah,
You could actually walk without having to walk in the road and
Yeah.
worry about a scooter taking you
yeah.
out.
Oh, they've done a really good job. Sidewalks everywhere. Ban Tai has all new sidewalks. They're fixing all the streets are constantly being repaved here. They see the potential
I started to work for NASA when I was just coming out of college. I went to Caltech, have a degree in physics. And then last year, in 2024, June 21st, so summer solstice, it was a full moon, I was laid off unexpectedly. I was not expecting it. Didn't know it was coming. And so at first it was like, oh no, my life is over. What am I going to do? I took some time off, travel a little bit, try to get my mind back together. Started to look for another job, could not find anything that I enjoyed or wanted to do, and eventually came down to the realization that, oh, actually, you know, I have 35 years of retirement savings. I had a house in Los Angeles that I sold. I love partner acrobatics, things that you'll see here. And I could come and live somewhere like this just based upon my retirement savings and selling my house.
Here's where I've been staying. This trip to Koh Phangan, it's been awesome. This facility is brand new and it's quite remarkable. There's all the yoga here. You have the pool. There's ice bath and steam. And then there's a restaurant with really nourishing, healthy food. A quick thank you to Scott and Chuck, who we saw in this video, the two Americans who are living on Koh Phangan and really using the island as a way to be more healthy, more active, more fit. And that's how it's been. I spent the last couple days with Chuck. We've been running around the island on scooters, going to the gym, going to the beach, and there's so much activity going on. There's guys playing soccer on the beach. There's paddle going on. You have rock walls. You have an entire development going up right now on Koh Phangan that's going to be committed to fitness. So housing and fitness. You have wind surfing. You have hiking. There's too much to mention, all the things that go on here. And then in the evening, there's so many options too. I mean, you do have the wild parties that you can imagine. Anything that you want is there. But then there's just some more grounded events in the evening too, with marketplaces, DJ, people just unwinding and chilling. It's really a nice, healthy environment. I'm gonna come back early next year and commit a month or two. Just do daily yoga, daily ice bath and steam and sauna. And I flash back to the US right now and highlight guys that are probably just going through the routine, the mundane, and they might even be in a downward spiral of unhealthy habits and an unhealthy daily routine. And every time I go home, I see these guys, right? And they're over 50, they might be in their 60s, and they don't look healthy. To those guys, it's not too late to come here to a place like Koh Phangan and just get your health back, dedicate your days to being more fitness orientated, more healthy, not only physically, in the mind and emotionally. This would be a perfect place for you guys to come for a week. And then I've even been practicing my handstand this trip. I think all this healthy island life does everyone good if they choose it.
Yeah, you need to be conscious about it.
Because you
have
can
to be honest
choose
about
two
it.
sides here.
Yeah.
There's a dark and a bright.
Exactly. Like
And
that.
some guys are 42 and they look 60
Yeah.
on Koh Phangan.
Yeah.
They choose the dark side.
Yeah.
And there's some
It's
guys like
all
you,
about
42, you
choices.
look 30.
Life is full about choices. So what's the sum of your choice? What is like kind of like positive or negative? That's what basically will make a difference.
The guy in the rat race, say back in the US, around 50 years old, what would he love about Koh Phangan? Why should he get over here? That guy who's just
experiencing something different, something beyond, something which is more open, something which is more natural. I think it's more human in a way, you know.
more grounded, more, like you say, natural.
Natural,
Natural life.
without all the masks that we put, you know, and like less masks. Let's put it like that.
Less
you know.
masks, meaning
yeah.
who are we trying to
less
be for?
personalities? Yeah, just like more authentic us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, thanks. Thanks for the good class.
Thank you.
Really great. Thank you. And on that note, there's a bright side and a dark side to Koh Phangan. This island can be complete party and drug-fueled all-nighters. But it can also be this really bright, like, morning routine, day routine, healthy, fitness, nourishing, restorative. And that's how I feel this trip. It's been so good to just kind of wake me up physically, and also some reminders just to get out of some of the bad habits I've started lately. Like when I wake up, I go straight to the laptop. After this trip, I'm reminding myself, no, get outdoors, do some movement, some stretching, some yoga first thing in the morning, and then break out the laptop later. But that's just a little bit. I'm also feeling so wound up the last months, and I come here and it's a reminder how to stretch again and start releasing and opening up again. I'm wondering how many of you watching who are, say, over 50, who have the resources and the freedom to come to a place like Koh Phangan for a month or two and dedicate that time to health and fitness. I wonder how many of you would be interested in doing so. I'll be back around March or April for at least a month, maybe two, to be living the day-to-day Koh Phangan fitness routine for guys over 50. Until then, I will see you on the next vlog. Farewell from Koh Phangan.